baby? Welcome back to another brand new episode of the Dumb Guys Do Racing podcast. And I'm here with the boys, Jimbo, Coach Mike, and Toad. Woo!
The Bears.
The Bears.
Todd's gonna be missing for most of this episode because he's watching a preseason NFL game.
The Bears. It's the Bears.
He just can't hold off. He's like, it's football. I gotta watch the footballs.
Yeah. Footballs.
Foosballs,
I know. Season's
the devil's
starting already.
It is.
It's wild.
First preseason game of the year.
Woo!
How they looking,
Big
Todd? How
fan.
they looking this year?
Well, we got a new coach, so
Coach, all right.
Ben Johnson from Detroit. He was their offensive coordinator.
Okay.
So,
yeah, Detroit's been doing pretty good last couple of years.
They have. So hopefully he can bring that here, and I think he's changing the culture in the locker room. So I think the Bears. Again, we're in a tough division.
More hazing.
They're
They're in a tough division,
we're full practices and hitting and shit like that.
Yeah.
So, but he's definitely going to change the culture, and we're in a tough division, so we should be pretty good. But for years to come, I think we'll be possibly a force to be reckoned with, as they say.
Do you think banning the smelling salts is going to affect your Bears?
You see that? I think players can bring it. It's the teams can't provide it.
Oh, okay.
I believe. Yeah, it's so stupid. But
I've never noticed it, and then caught it on something last night, and they just kept showing clips of people just smelling the shit and these little packets. I've never noticed. I have never noticed.
If you've ever watched Rogan,
when they smell that shit, that's what I'm like. How the fuck are they walking around smelling the shit and still playing? Like, you get a whiff of that, you're fucking woo.
I've never tried it, so I don't know. But
never.
It is it's ammonia.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah.
It is not pleasant. I've done it before when I was lifting weights back when I was a lot younger. Half my life ago. Let's put it that way. Half my life ago. And it does open up your airways.
Right.
And it gives you a rush because I think there's a little bit of blood loss to your brain too to get this rush. It's not pleasant. I don't like it. Ugh. I didn't like it. I don't like the smell of ammonia, so it's not.
Dude, that's the worst.
Yeah.
But it does give you that rush and wakes you up. And
it does give you a rush and it wakes you up, especially after you get a major concussion. That's the best thing.
Right. Wake your ass up.
I'm feeling better. I'm going to go out there and get my brain smacked around a little bit more.
It was real prevalent in the 70s and 80s and stuff. So who knows? But football's here, so
football is back.
Good
football
luck.
Season. Yeah.
Thanks for joining us for football talk.
Yeah.
On line one, we have.
We got Bob in Kansas City on line two.
What if the 85 Bears played the 87 Niners? Who do you think would win? Now, let me ask you this, and we're gonna say, how about instead of Joe Montana, they played Jim Plunkett? It is Jim Plunkett
from the Raiders.
Instead of Jim McMahon, they were using. Who's the stupid dude that protests they use a 49er? And the Bears had Colin Kaepernick. Yeah, how do you think that would go out?
The funny, they're both lefties.
Are they?
But I think Jim Plunkett's team would win. Colin Kaepernick's a fucking bum.
It is.
Every sports call-in show. What if it was the 83 Lakers against the 97 Lakers? How do you think that would go,
97 all the way, baby.
No, it's It's the ridiculous shit that people say.
Really? Shaq and Kobe?
Fucking.
Oh, that is Kobe's like
Wilt the Stilt, and Johnson, Worthy. Yeah, Cream,
wasn't
Abdul
Perkins
Jabber
on that shit? Sam Perkins?
Sam Perkins? No.
He wasn't with that squad?
No.
He was
I mean, yeah.
Dude, I mean, Magic was a 6'9" point guard,
right.
and he could play all 5 positions.
He could.
Yeah.
That's
Magic,
what LeBron is.
I mean, that motherfucker. LeBron's a pussy.
LeBron's
he's one of those flopping dildos.
That's what I was going to say. The WNBA. The Greens.
Okay.
The Greens.
Okay.
Oh my God, it's been hilarious.
To the international listeners, I don't know if you've heard about this, but nobody hears about it because it's the WNBA. It's the women's NBA. Great fundamental. Oh no, they're just bad basketball players in general. Just watch a game.
I said, I've told my friends, if I want to watch people play below the rim, I'll go to my local junior high and fucking watch or elementary school.
Yeah, because high school is more exciting than WNBA.
They dunk in high school.
Yeah.
And in the WNBA, they can't even sniff the fucking rim.
No. But they've jazzed up the games. They've jazzed up these games.
Well, yeah. What do you call it? It's a Bitcoin producer. Their publicity stunt was throwing.
Yes.
Throwing.
Shut up.
Tell them what they were throwing.
Green dildos.
Neon green.
Neon green dildos.
I think there's a blue one. I think there's a blue one at the court. Yeah.
Oh my God. I was
dildos
dying.
were being thrown upon the court at the ladies' basketball game.
Especially when the first one hit, and they're like, "What is that? What is it?" And then the cameraman zooms in, and you can just, you're like,
and the female announcer was so upset.
She was.
This is so inappropriate. I can't believe somebody would do it was like someone was murdered on the court.
Oh yeah,
that's how league. It's a league that loses
money,
$40+ million.
Dude, the NBA, I didn't know
the NBA supports. Yes, the NBA supports them.
They make like $9 billion, and they subsidize. And these women are like, we want higher paying.
Yeah.
We want
pay us what you owe us.
Nobody
cares.
But
the only games that are ever watched are the games with Caitlin Clark because she's a phenom.
Yep,
That's
good.
The only.
She is good.
Well, and the sheer fact that people want to see her getting beaten up by other teams because they're not as good.
Yep.
Dude, she got smashed to the ground yesterday not yesterday. I think it was Friday. For no reason, and no technicals called, no fouls at all called on her. She basically got punched in the face and then bum rushed by another chick, and it's like the referees just turned away.
It's Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese are like the face, and Angel Reese.
I don't know. Angel Reese can't play basketball worth shit.
Oh, dude, she's terrible.
It's crazy. It's just crazy how you have a girl who makes the sport popular, but you allow all of the players that have made the sport unpopular bully her.
Because it brings ratings.
Well, it's not just the problem is if she decides to just leave.
Oh, they're fucked. They are fucked.
They're completely fucked. They want to keep doing that. Why would I stick around?
Oh, yeah.
You're going to treat me that way.
Money elsewhere. Big time.
Yeah, or she could become a commentator and make 10 times what she's making right now.
And plus all the endorsements that she gets. Dude, she's raking in endorsements.
She's been offered, I believe, more money to go to Europe.
Oh, dude, that could happen. She could be like, F you guys.
She's into that.
Exactly.
But Europe is another fucking shithole.
Europe. I mean, it would just be her dribbling around everybody and making bad. It would be like 110 point to 34 games.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she just is a phenom. It's great. Okay, enough with the sports talk. Hey, thanks for listening to Sports Talk.
Yeah.
We are
your
number one.
We're like, what the fuck are these guys on today?
Yeah.
I'll tell
Let us
you
know
what
your
we're on.
favorite NFL team is.
Yeah, let us know. Hit us down in the comments.
Section.
Well, I know that Fat Dane's team is the Ravens. So,
okay.
Fat Dane, get back to me and let me know how you think your team's going to be doing this year.
Ravens, yeah, they'll be really good. They're good every year.
How about the Sea Chickens?
Yeah.
Sea Chickens going to be good?
No,
they're
Seahawks,
never good. They're
that's
never
small
fucking good.
You know what I love about the Seahawks? They named their team after something that doesn't exist. There's no such thing as a Seahawk. No little trivia there.
By the sea. And
There's no such thing. Yeah, I guess. Let's get close.
Let's put them together, guys. Let's put them together. We live by the sea. We have hawks. Seahawks. Let's go.
Seahawks. How does that sound?
Sounds
And then
great.
we'll put an eagle. We'll put a multicolored eagle head as our emblem. Oh, sounds great, guys. Great marketing.
Sounds wonderful.
Yeah, so sorry, Mullet, your team's not going to be that good this year.
Yeah.
No, I don't. No, I don't think the 49ers are going to be
Speaking
good
of
this
good,
year
how
either.
about them daily races?
There you go.
Man, look at that.
Get us out of that trap, Mike.
That is a transition.
Dude.
Yeah. How were the weekly races for you guys?
So good.
So good. Great combination. A random rare one. And I'll be honest, I'm not that I'm not a fan. It's kind of like Laguna. I like the track. I just don't like racing there because of the way people are. 1 pixel and you're in the dirt. You know what I mean? Kind of thing. Willow's worse than most because it falls away. But
Willow, this is the problem with Willow is that there are no barriers.
Nothing.
Like you just go flying across the track for a mile and a half.
I mean, because it falls away. The track is raised, so there's always a fall away. So you don't lose speed. You just go coasting. And but it was great. It was 3 cars. It was a little bit of strategy. I was managing to do 5, 6, and then pitting, and making it fairly decently to the end. The last lap was a little sketchy on the tires, but it gave me enough of a gap and lead that I had made up. I didn't fall back at the end. I was able to just kind of bring it home. If I was out, say, front with more clean air, I'd wait till like 7, 8 before I pit. But
same.
If there was a lot of traffic, I got out of the way quick and I made up a lot of time.
Because that's what people were doing with 7, 8, right? 7, 8.
Yeah, most people were 7, 8.
A lot of people were doing 7, 8. I was doing 8, 9.
I came in. I was doing 5, 6.
Yeah, 8, 9. As soon as people would get out of my way, even though I was going to 8, 9, even with worn tires, they were not making up that much time on me.
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, I was also in the lower lobby too. I was racing in my third account. But yeah, I was still doing it with. There were several races that were A+, A, B races.
Yeah, there was a lot of mix.
I was in Stacy, which is in the A's now, in A+ lobbies. So I was having, and I having great races too, like moving up quite a lot.
You had a great race with Plaka.
Yeah.
Yeah, Plaka and I had a great race.
He was even, PDX is happy, they're fast. And he was saying good stuff. It was fun to watch.
I was streaming that one as well, and I was just like, I was laying back and having a, why fight with him? I knew he was quick enough, and just kind of work together and push, and we were making up time, but by the end it wasn't enough to make any difference. So that's like the last lap or so. I was like, all right, it's on. Let's go, Plaka. And we kind of had a little bit of a battle. And he had it. So I'm pretty sure he had it at the end. I can't remember. But
If it was he got 5th, I think you got 6th.
Yeah. But it was great.
Yeah,
it was a
there
good
race. Lots of really good battling in all of my lobbies. Had issues with the B drivers, had issues with A drivers, so I can't say that one was worse than the other this week. Plus, this is a hard track.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
If you make one little mistake, you fucked.
Yeah.
Like one little mistake, you're off the track, and you're doing like Evel Knievel stunt jumps.
But because of that, though, if you could hang on even afterwards, if you that mistake, you could still make some stuff up because it was so hard.
Early enough.
I think I made a couple mistakes, but just minimizing the mistakes made it so I moved up. You know what I mean? So even after a mistake, as long as it wasn't huge, which it generally is, you weren't too bad. But if you made a big one, as long as you made the rest of them clean, you were pretty good. That was the benefit about it, because it penalized you, but it also penalized everybody enough that you could still come back, and it took nothing. The littlest, because everybody goes a little tire off on every track.
Yep.
But with Big Willow, a little tire off, you're fucked.
Yes.
Little tire is entire
and those
car.
curbs too, man. Those curbs were deadly. Jesus.
Those curbs, you can't do any like the guys that were running, the guys that were running over the curbs into what is that?
4, 5.
Let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is that? 6.
The downhill left-hander.
Yeah,
to the uphill right-hander.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know how dudes were fucking dropping tires there, because I tried it a couple times and had to fucking... Dude, I didn't spin out, but boy, howdy, my car was not happy with it. Yeah. And there were dudes that were hitting it and doing well. Good for them. I just couldn't do it.
I did it a couple times. It was sketchy, but it gives you a little slide to the corner. If you do it right, or pull, and it pulls nicely after, so you get a good shot out of the corner itself. But it is, you fuck it off, you're bouncing across to the right, and you're off.
Yeah, you're bouncing, and you poop yourself a little bit. And you
my biggest poop myself was the last corner. I had so many laps where I was literally on the fucking white line on the outside, just like, please hold, please hold, please hold, please hold. And it's just like, oh my God. I should have died so many times, and I was just like, oh my God.
This is what I figured out with the BMW compared to the Subaru. I never ran the Subaru. Actually, I ran
a bunch.
The BMW, the Ferrari, which actually did really well.
Yeah.
The BMW, the Ferrari, the Mercedes, which had no front end. It was fast as fuck, but it wouldn't turn in. I drove the McLaren, which wasn't bad. I drove the M4 or M2, M4 GT. It was slow.
The M6 and the M4, yeah.
No, it was the M4.
Was it?
It was slow in a straight line.
3?
I don't remember if it's not the Z3.
The M4 is the Group 4 car.
No, it's a M3, I think, whatever. M3
it's the M3.
Oh, you're right. The old 2011.
Yeah, it's the old one. That one, honestly,
right.
Through the corners, you could push so hard, but as soon as you hit the straightaway,
no speed.
Nothing.
No, oh man, you get passed by a fucking bumblebee. It was so slow. But it was still a ton of fun, because I was just going in, it's my third account, so I'm just fucking off. I'm just like, what cars are going to race? But that BMW, you hit the brakes at 150 going into the 150 meter point going into the last
turn
corner.
One.
Yeah.
And let that fucking rear end break loose. Like, you hit it pretty hard, the rear end breaks loose. As soon as it breaks, hit the fucking gas, and that car, I caught so many people down the front straight because of that. Like, you just let it break loose, and then you just power on, and it'll hold the corner. That M6 was crazy around the high-speed turns.
Yeah,
it was fast.
Like,
M6 was fast.
Mike and I passing people on the outside around turn 2.
Yeah.
Like, it was great. That was so much fun, because I think part of it is because it's so dangerous and you're on the edge.
Yeah.
The entire time you're on the edge.
It's the GT3 equivalent to like Super Formula in a way, in that aspect, because it's not as fast, but you're racing on the edge where there's no barrier, there's no nothing. You touch that dirt on that track, and it will suck you off the track.
Hopefully it buys you dinner afterwards.
Yeah. And it usually doesn't, because
you're
fucked dry.
You get fucked and sent out to pasture.
Yeah, you do.
Narnia.
Yeah, I had the last race last night, because I'm trying to keep my B down at a B. I was in second place, going after first place, with third place right on my ass, went into turn 2, little too much speed, and went off, and I just quit the race. But the guy that was in third place, he and I were swapping positions every single lap.
Right.
Every lap. It was clean. He was a B driver too. He and I were clean. Going up through the twisties a couple of times. Both of us were on the outside, gave each other enough room. Just had a blast. This was one of the funnest weeks of racing I've had in a long, long time. Great race.
It was.
Would love to see it again. Would love to see it with mediums and softs.
Ooh,
or even hards and mediums with the same tire wear.
Yeah,
it would actually make it interesting.
Yeah, because like medium softs would be really interesting, because you'd have to use both sets to the limits almost because of the tire wear.
Yep.
There wouldn't be quite as much undercut, and it could be so much more impactful at the end of the race if you did. So like something like medium soft, even medium hard, it would be great. But yeah, medium softs would really make that tough, because,
yeah, I'd say
the thing that
go ahead.
Oh,
ahead.
sorry. I was going to say one thing is it also opened the door for more strategy, because that was a very quick pit.
It was quick.
That's what I was.
It's a 12-second.
That's what I was going to say.
So you would be able to do a 2-stop possibly and make up on 2 soft stints and a short medium stint.
Things like that. That's what I liked about the hards. Was like I was taking it to 8 or 9. Other people were doing 5, 6. Other people were doing 7, 8.
Oh yeah, it was all over the board.
You had 3 different strategies going on.
Yeah,
and most of it just depended on how close you were to people.
Yeah,
exactly.
Because battling was costly.
It was. Yeah. It was fun as shit. And a lot of people did well. I'm gonna say a lot of the races I was in. A few assholes here and there, but nothing like super intentional or people trying to take people out. Everyone was, doing really well, because a lot of people were just losing it. A lot of people were. I only had
exactly. My biggest thing was myself.
Yeah,
that was my biggest thing.
I would say I maybe had 3 races where there were people intentionally knocking other people off. The rest of the races were just people either losing control or people just. When you're racing in mainly B lobbies, you get people that just do stupid shit.
Yeah.
So there were a couple of times where it was people doing stupid shit, but not intentional, not intentional at all. Just doing the wrong thing in the right situation and just creaming 3 people.
Oh yeah.
I did it once. I went too deep into one of the corners and took a dude out. And was just like, and we were having a good battle, and I just went a little too deep and took him out. So I fucking sat on the side of the road waiting for him to get back to me, because
to do that too, going up the hill.
Again, he goes off. We're both fighting for like 5th place, and both end up in 16th on lap 6 or something like that, and still made it back to like 7th or 8th. I can't remember.
Dude, yeah, that was the best part. That fall back,
fun
still
race.
Able to make it back to the top 10 at least.
I'm just waiting for the disappointment of this next week, because that's going to be
I hope not.
Well, it's probably going to be a Group 4 car.
I hope not. They're going to keep it going. We had Monza.
All-wheel drive.
We had Big
Monza
Willow.
Was great. That was fun. Big Willow was a blast.
Shoot for another one.
Here's my $1 million guess. St. Croix, Group 2.
Ooh.
Oh, my gosh, that would be awesome. Or St. Croix Group 1.
Ooh, yeah, either
one.
would
be amazing.
I'd
Yeah.
Because we haven't had Group 2 in a while.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. You St. Croix. I love St. Croix, especially in the high-speed cars.
Yeah.
That would be for the full track, the big track.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
That would be.
Do 10 laps, 4 times tire.
Yeah.
Oh,
I wish they do it better because we don't race it much.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
That's my. Come on, PD. You got time. You got time to whip up a good one. Let's
whip up another good one. Let's keep it rolling.
Group 2, because I like the Group 2 NSX. I enjoy driving that one, so I'd love to get out there. Or Super Formula St. Croix.
Sport, we used the big track there for a Group 3 race.
Yeah.
Years ago, and it was so much fun. But yeah, and that is a really cool track, and I wish they would use it more because, again, it's super wide. You can pass in a lot of places. And yeah, they should definitely utilize
I'm surprised
that track.
they don't because
well,
it's
lots
got
of
so many
straightaways,
configurations.
Combinations, yeah, it does.
So many different
Again,
ones.
it's PD being lazy and using 3 different tracks all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like what do we go through? There are 46 different track combinations across the board. And they use
Suzuka.
5 tracks.
Yeah,
it's stupid. It's stupid because you don't even think about it. You're more willing to do something for a guy that wants to take pictures of his car. No offense, Joker. You got guys that want to take pictures of their car, but and we have a visitor.
We do.
Special guest showed up.
All right.
Let's
let them connect.
Let's introduce. Since Todd was the one who set this up, Todd, introduce the special guest.
He's still connecting, I believe. Okay. Yeah.
Real quick, Daily Race C this week. What do you rate it out of 10? I'm gonna give it a 9.
I go 8.
I'm gonna say 9.5.
I'm giving it an 8 because giving it room there is if they make a variation where there's mediums or medium hards or some other tires, it would be a 9/10.
Yeah.
But because it's hards, I gotta keep it at a bit of an 8.
Okay.
Because it could be better. It could be quite a lot better. Good combination, 8 out of 10 in my books.
Yeah, it was great. It was so good.
Good race.
It was. All right, hit it up.
Special guest. What would you rate this last week's race at? Race C. 9, 1 out of 10.
Are you talking about the race selection, the Willow Springs or Brands Hatch?
Willow Springs. How did you feel about that race?
Dominated by the BRZ. It was all right. You said 1 to 10. I give it an 8.
Okay. All right.
Fair enough.
I had a great time. Fair enough. And who is this special guest, Todd?
We have Toebeeone joining us, a VR driver. Also 52 years old.
Wow.
So in that 50 club.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah.
Todd's got a friend.
I did.
Did you meet him at the bingo hall?
Right?
Todd has a contemporary.
Yes. Someone in my age group. But, so Toebeeone, he's been following him for a couple months now. He does stream on the YouTubes. So definitely go check him out. He's almost to 100 subscribers.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
So,
appreciate you stopping in and watching me last night. Appreciate that. That was fun.
Yeah, and he's big in the community. He's always on like Plaka if he's streaming. And just jumping around and, saying hey. So getting into the community. So what's up, Toby? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Sorry I'm late. I wasn't sure how to do this. This is my first time trying on.
No worries.
On this chat.
Yeah, it's like a Dumb Guys Do Racing podcast. No worries.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry. We are not professionals.
No.
Yeah.
Not at all.
You'll notice. Yeah. And when you're done, you'll be like, "What the hell did I just do?"
Yep.
Yeah.
I had the best time of my life.
Why the hell did I just do that?
Yeah.
So, how long you been racing for, Toby?
I've been Gran Turismo 7ing since it came out in 96 or 7.
Nice.
Okay.
The original.
You're OG.
That's right.
OG.
Like that.
Yeah, I started out with Gran Turismo 1 on PlayStation 1, and then I tried to get a wheel, the Logitech whatever. I still have it in a box somewhere in the basement, but that was back when I didn't know how to change it from digital to analog, so it was either straight or turn, so I gave that up and went back to controller. And then I think on PS2 is when I started actually using the wheel and pedals.
Yep.
And I've been loving it ever since, and went from there to do we have a long time? Is
go.
it okay for story time?
We have a long time. Story time is okay.
Introduction,
all right.
So it's all about
so,
you.
Bear with me. So that was, PS2 days when I just got out of the Air Force, and I was living in South Carolina, and I think it was Gran Turismo 3 or 4 that I started using the wheel and pedals. And then I took a break a little bit because we moved to Abu Dhabi, and then I upgraded to the Thrustmaster T500, and that was pretty much a game changer. So I played over there, and I used to use a big TV, and then I went to a projector just to light up the wall and everything to give myself a better view. So that was cool. And then I upgraded from, I guess you could say upgraded, kind of downgraded in numbers, but went from a T500 to the T300 RS. For a short time, and that was kind of fun. I think that was on GT Sport. And then moved from, Abu Dhabi. Oh man, okay, so let's go for a timeline here. From Abu Dhabi to Florida, and I didn't play any while I was there. Then I went to Utah, and I played a little bit there. And then from Utah to Georgia, and that's when I set up my sim cockpit and everything. And then from Georgia to, where am I at now? Missouri. And then I went from Missouri to Doha for 2.5 years and played there. And that's when I upgraded to the Fanatic DD1. And that's a whole nother experience there. And then while I was in Qatar, I think PSVR2 came out, and I've been addicted even more so.
Yeah.
And where are you based now?
Now I'm back in Missouri. I'm in St. Louis, Missouri. I work for Boeing over here, so that's what.
Okay. Nice. That's a good thing. That you can't complain about.
Traveling, man. You've been all over
the world.
Yeah,
sure.
That's
it kind of makes sense of it. You said Air Force and then Boeing, so yeah, that's a great after service job. So
exactly.
I mean, I've been to Grand Forks, Canada.
All right. I apologize, Jim.
It's like it's like 2,500 people right over the Canadian border. It's a tiny know-nothing town. I just had to say that.
We're sorry about that, Jim.
Were you ever stationed in Germany, or just you visited Germany?
Toby.
Yes. Sorry, let me turn my TV up so I can hear y'all, because I'm not sure how to get my audio to go through my headphones.
Oh.
Okay. Because you've done the ring, what, 10 times? You've said you've actually driven that.
Oh, man, yeah.
Wow.
So while I was I contracted for Lockheed Martin for. I was with them for 12 years, and for one of those, I went to Germany. And while I was there, I bought a GSX-R 1000 back in 2008, and I took my motorcycle on there for 8 laps.
Oh my God!
Oh man!
How scary was that?
Right?
Yeah, I was gonna say
that's fucking death. That is death.
Well, fairly, because that was before I learned how to drag my knee on the racetrack. I thought I knew what I was doing. Well, I'm here, so I didn't crash or wreck or anything, but it was definitely intense. Comparing it to Gran Turismo, their track layout, it's pretty darn accurate. I mean, the only thing you don't feel is the elevation changes.
Mm-hmm.
But in PSVR2, you definitely see it, so that's a plus there. But it was great. I I thought I was fast. I mean, you're on a 1,000 motorcycle, so you think you're fast, but there was a thing called the ring taxi, where they take a BMW M5 and I think up to 3 or 4 passengers. I forget what it was, but they passed me in a corner. But that was a professional driver.
So you were flying.
I thought I was.
Oh, man.
That's so funny. That is so
So
funny.
did you ever take a car on the track?
I did not. I bought a BMW. I wish I brought it back here. I wish I could have, but it was a BMW 540 station wagon.
Oh,
And,
nice. An estate.
It was definitely a sleeper. Almost 300 horsepower in that thing, and when I bought it, it had snow tires on it because I bought it off a guy that was leaving the Air Force and moving to or leaving the base and going to another base, and he didn't have summer tires on it, so I was limited to what was it, 100 and something miles an hour. So that probably would have been. It would have been a bad idea to take it to the ring, but I was on my way one time, and I kind of broke the law a little bit. So that we were going from the Autobahn to a side road, and I wanted to see how fast I could take the corner, and the police were there, I guess, monitoring the situation. So.
And tickets and fines in Germany are pretty serious, right?
Yeah, they take it pretty serious. Anywhere in Europe, like here in the States, it's funny because you'll get the people cruising slow in the fast lane, and you end up passing them on the right. And over there in Europe, you'll get a ticket and probably arrested if you do that.
Oh.
A, and B, you're not supposed to cruise in the fast lane. You're supposed to use it only to get around people. So they have stricter laws.
God, I wish they would do that.
Yeah, technically in Oregon.
Yeah, technically, but they don't fucking enforce it.
They don't enforce it, though.
Fucking assholes. Get the hell out of my way.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's universal. But yeah,
it is. Everywhere. God.
Fucking assholes.
But I also think in Germany, it's like, back in the day, it's like $2,500 to get your license, and you need, I think they need like 1,000 road hours or something before they actually get their license. Yeah, they take it very serious there.
Because they got those high speed sections where you can fly if you want.
Go as fast as you want. Yeah.
Yeah. So you got to be locked in. Know what you're doing. Yeah, that'd be.
Yeah, they have driving class. You have to take a class before you can take the test. There's like they have different road signs. They're pretty learnable from our. They're pretty similar. They just look a little bit different, and you have to take that, and then also to get a motorcycle license. Over there, they just let me take the on-base class. And then they just let me add motorcycle to it since I've had my motorcycle license since 2001 or 2 when I got out of the Air Force. I bought my first Gixxer 1000. It was a 2002 model, and that's when I took the test. And from then on, every time you get a new license in a different state or country, you just make sure you add motorcycle to it.
Oh, okay.
And there, over in Europe, from what I understand, you have to start out on a small bike to work your way up to a big bike. But we had they gave us a pass on that. But yeah, they have strict laws and strict rules. I had some friends from Germany come over and drive on the United States roads, and they were like, "Oh, this is so relaxing." I'm like, "Well, I guess compared to over on the Autobahn, it is."
Right.
Because they were just like,
yeah,
it's a totally different experience.
Yeah, it has to be a little terrifying at times.
Yeah. All of a sudden, the car just flies by at 150. And you're just like, where the hell did that guy come from?
What's the fastest you got your? Oh, go on.
Well, I was going to say the fastest I've had it. Well, on the Autobahn, I took it all the way up to max 186 miles an hour. Yeah.
Oh, sweet. I'm having a heart attack right now.
Oh, it was great because it was also like going over this bridge. So you look down, and I don't know what the distance was if I went overboard and fell, or went off over the guardrail. But on the right-hand side, those were the slow cars, and going that fast, it appears they're parked on the side of the road.
Yeah, like they're standing still.
Yeah.
That's just got to be crazy.
It is.
Because the speed limit in between towns over there is so there's an unwritten rule is the speed limit's 130 kilometers an hour, which is about 60, but you can go to however fast your car can go. However, if you get in an accident, then you're at fault. So it's just don't get in trouble, but you can go as fast as you can. I'll say want is one thing and can is another.
Mm-hmm.
But
okay.
But yeah, the roads over there are awesome. Like the highway, especially. There's only a couple. They built it to where you can take them at high speed, and that's why you see European cars handle better than American cars, because Americans, we were light to light driving.
Right.
We didn't have any camber in the rear wheels. Where you go over there and you see the BMWs, all the cars, they have more camber in the rear than the front.
Interesting.
Well, I mean, American cars were designed for straight road driving.
Yep, drag racing.
Not even drag racing. You look at the big fucking cars from the 40s and 50s and 60s.
Those aren't doing
It's
nothing.
just land yachts.
Yes.
Believe me, I've been looking at land yachts too.
Well, they even call them land yachts or yank tanks.
Yank tanks. I like yank tanks. I like that one.
So how is the car spotting in Germany? Is it just Porsches and, like you said, BMWs and Mercedes everywhere?
So over in Europe, yeah, you see it. Well, it's kind of like over here, but they're kind of cars. Like you'll see a BMW 3 Series, and it's kind of like a Chevy Chevette or something. You see them a dime a dozen over there. Now, you do see like Audis and stuff like that on the Autobahn, and they're all over the place. So, like here you see Cadillacs and Chevy and stuff like that. Over there you see BMW, Volkswagen. I didn't see too many high-end cars, but when I lived in Abu Dhabi and Qatar, that's where it was. You saw,
I bet, yeah.
You saw Bentley, like the Bentley SUVs. That was my first time seeing in person with my own eyes a Lamborghini SUV. Didn't know they made
the
one
Urus.
back then.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
and how long were you in Abu Dhabi for?
I was in Abu Dhabi for 5 years.
Oh, wow. How was that living over there?
It
super
was
clean,
great.
right? Super clean, like no crime.
Right. So there isn't, but there was. Okay, so I bought a motorcycle when I was there. I bought a GSXR 600, and then I found out I couldn't ship it back to the States. So all my vehicles are from other countries except my wife's car. I have a Chevy S10 Extreme, lowered with the ground effects and everything. Ooh. It came stock like that. I bought while I was in the Air Force in the UK, and I shipped that over from there to the States. I have a BMW, or not a BMW, a Mini Cooper.
Mini Cooper,
JCW, that I bought in Abu Dhabi and shipped that over along with my BMW S1000RR motorcycle. And then the GSXR is from Germany. So all four are from different countries. Now, where was I at? What was I? Oh, in Abu Dhabi. So I bought the 600, and then I learned that I couldn't bring it over, so I bought a 750 that was American spec. And before I could ship it over here, it got stolen.
Oh.
So There isn't crime. I mean, you can leave your cell phone on the table. I even parked my motorcycle. There's like a strip where people drive called the Corniche. And then in Dubai, there's another one. They call the Corniche is like beach road. And you would park your vehicle there, and I would leave my keys, helmet, and gloves on my motorcycle and come back an hour or two later, and nothing was
still there.
Right? Yeah, because you hear how strict they are. Like walking down the street, you can't cuss or spit or do any of that. You can get arrested. Are those just rumors, or is that true?
If the police see it and you're doing, pretty much. I mean, if you kind of like don't make it a big deal and spit in the grass, I think that would be okay. But yeah, cussing and, being disrespectful to others, that's a no-no. You're not really even supposed to walk down the street holding your girl's hand.
Oh, wow.
It's that. Yeah.
Now, there's cameras everywhere.
It's beautiful there.
But you can hold your friend's hand, can't you?
That's right. Yeah, that's the funny thing. Guy can hold a guy's hand, and it's not considered. I don't know what language I can use here, but it's not considered gay.
You can use any language you want.
All right. Yeah, it's not considered any thing like that. It's just two friends holding hand. Because you can't hold your girl's hand, I guess. I don't know. But I did have a local or two, just grab my hand, and I was like, okay, this feels weird, but I'll go with it just because it's the local tradition, because I had to be there 5 years.
Right.
And I worked with the locals there. I worked on the Air Force Base over there with them, and got to know their culture pretty well. So it's not what it seems like. The media shows differently.
Right.
Yes, it is strict, but it is also livable as long as, if you follow the rules. Don't be the ugly American over there. Mm-hmm. Like the racetrack, that's another thing is my 600, my 750, and then my S1000 all have track time over there. I think I did more than 40 track days over there in Dubai.
Nice.
Yeah, because they love their racing over there, man.
Oh, dude, yes. Every time I was on my motorcycle, it was always a race, whether it was a Toyota Corolla, they had those, or it was a Mercedes S65 or BMWs, Lamborghinis. They all wanted to race you. Yeah, so it was great.
That's amazing. Yeah, because it is like from pictures and videos that you see, it is beautiful. Man, yeah, I would love to visit, but
what is the cost of living over there? Is it outrageous?
It's it's pretty expensive. When I was there, and I left there in 2013. I think it was $3,000 or $4,000 a month for an apartment.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Okay.
You get paid good over there, but it's also expensive.
How was the food?
It's very. You have many different selections over there, from Asian to Middle Eastern, and you even have like Texas chicken. McDonald's.
Popeye's chicken.
I stuck to what I know, but
okay.
My wife, she's from Thailand, so she would make me like cashew nut chicken and rice and stuff like that. And she was back then she was trying to learn the food, so she would go get me steak and things like that. So it was a big variety. And then the locals, when they had a celebration of somebody getting promoted or married or something like that, they would bring in, and I'm talking like probably a foot or two wide, if not bigger than that, tray of rice, like in an oval. Okay. Just picture that. And then on top of the rice, you had a couple different selections they were bringing. They would bring a whole lamb. The only thing is they skinned it, but everything was there. The head, the legs, stuff like that.
Fully intact.
Yeah. Eyeballs and all, brain and everything. But yeah, it was different. Or fish or chicken, and I forget the meat they would have, but
camel.
Yeah, I think that was it.
Oh, really? Wow.
You joke, but I think it was.
Yeah. No.
But I stuck with the chicken, just because I know chicken.
Yep.
Yeah.
But that was cool. And you sit on the floor. Like 5 or 6 guys to a plate or a tray, and they would just eat with their hands.
Yeah. Okay.
It was the way that was just their tradition. And I even went to 2 of their weddings there. That was kind of interesting because, their formal dress is the white outer. I forget what it's called, but and then the headdress. And then me and my friend, we went just as dressed as Americans, so it was funny. In the photos, you can obviously pick us out.
Stick out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
Back then, most people there spoke English.
For the most part, yes.
Okay.
There was a lot of Filipinos that spoke English. The workers there, people from India, people from Pakistan. All over the place. Sri Lanka. There was another place next to India. I can't remember the name. Bangladesh people. But most everybody spoke English. And even when you went to the DMV, even the Arabic people, they spoke mostly English for the most part. Obviously, they had their language too, but they could switch to channel 2 and speak to us in English. So that was good.
That's awesome.
And what was gas a liter there, or whatever you were paying? How cheap was it?
I want to say it was like $1.50 a gallon, but yes, they did do it by liter, and then they did it by their money also. So, to make life simple, I just put gas in my tank and then handed them my card and signed it. I didn't penny.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
But where I worked. In the beginning, I lived in Al Ain, which is ALAIN, I think it's spelled. And it was about an hour and a half from work. So you were putting gas in your car every other day or every...
Oh, yeah. At least good commute.
Yeah, at least once a week. Because over there also... So they have a speed limit, which is 120 or 130 on the highways. Back then... that was the other cool thing. Is like the police, they didn't chase you. If you could fly right by them at whatever speed you were going, and they didn't bat an eye. Oh, wow. Because they have speed cameras there.
Oh, yeah, CCTV cameras. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the cool thing is the post speed limit was 120 kilometers an hour, which is 60 something like that, and then. Normal places was 20 kilometers over, which is 10 miles an hour. So you could go a little bit over that. But on the highway in between Al Ain, Dubai, and Abu Dhabi, the speed cameras didn't take your picture until 160, which I think is 100 miles an hour. So you could speed a little bit over there. And also, if you knew where the speed cameras were, it was how fast you want to go until the next speed camera.
Okay.
So,
hell
yeah. So you saw a lot of the locals hauling ass up until the speed cameras. They'd hit the brakes, slow down. Once they hit the speed camera and went past it, they would, go on cruising again. It was great.
I do that in Beaverton. I know where the speed camera is, and I do that exact same thing. Love it.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that's great. That is great. So you've been doing this for a little while. You've been doing racing for a little while. What is your full setup like? You're using a DD1, correct?
Yeah. So I have not GT Omega. It's a race seat. I can't remember the name of it at the moment. If it pops to me, I'll tell you. But yeah, I have the DD1 Fanatic with the I think it's the F1 steering wheel that came with it, and then I have the V3 pedals, and VR and PS5, and that's pretty much all you need.
Oh yeah,
really is.
It is.
And the DD1, what is that? Like 25 newton-meters or something? Doesn't that have a lot?
So it's
22 or 25. It's somewhere in the 20s.
Yeah, I think it's 20 something. I have it at like 10 to 20%. I think it's more like 15% that I'm using it. So I'm not even using it to the full potential.
Yeah. Dude, I couldn't imagine 20. Oh shit!
I know.
Jesus.
Yeah, because what is ours? 8.
8, and ours is comfortable.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind doing the DD Plus and bumping it up to the 15, But using like 10 to 12, I'd be down with that. That'd be perfect.
I think any more than that, you're wrestling yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you can overcorrect. That's right. So that's why I have it just enough to where I can feel the force feedback. The only thing I wish is like the V3 pedals would give you the vibration of like if I'm braking too hard, it would let me know, hey, traction control is kicking in.
It does.
It does do
that? Yes.
Yeah, you got to turn your motor on.
You've got to turn your motor on. You can do that, and we can talk after the show, and we'll get it set up so you can do that. But yes, you can.
Because that helps so much.
Yes, you want to make sure that it's only for
ABS
braking. Yeah, because if you use it for traction control, the motor will just spin all the time.
Constantly.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll go in and figure that out. But yes, you can do that.
That is awesome. Yeah, I appreciate the help because I can feel it in the wheel, but I can't feel it in the pedals, and that would be great for me because I think I brake too heavy in most of the corners. Since VR, you can't see what your brake pressure is.
Yeah.
You don't have that indication. That's one thing I wish that they would do is add a couple of those deltas on there that you have racing flat screen where you can see where the players are or the other drivers, where the cars, how far behind you are. All you can do is just visually if they're, if you can see them in a corner in front of you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's one of our biggest things is they need to update it so that we can actually see deltas.
What other things would you like to see them implement in VR?
That's the biggest thing is being able to see who's in front of you, behind you, or even like a little track map. I know they give you the the radar and then they give you the extended radar, but I would like to be able to see the whole track. Have a selection for that. That and then that little mini map, a bigger, just a little bit like they have it. I think 50 kilometers or 50 miles stretch for the rain radar.
Oh yeah,
It would be nice to, it would be nice to be able to see that a little bit better, because you get, if you're racing flat screen, there's a couple other benefits you get for the rain in general. I can't remember what it is at the moment, but everything else is great. I mean, just maybe add the smell of burning tires.
Yeah, once we get that added, where you can smell stuff. Oh man,
smell-o-vision.
That'll come at some point.
Good old smell. Yeah.
But before VR2,
go ahead.
What race mode did you use? Did you use bumper, hood cam, or cockpit and flat screen?
I want to say I did the bumper cam because you had the rear view mirror.
Yeah,
that's what we all use too.
Okay, I did try the hood cam and that it works, but you can't see behind you. You have to use the look back button.
Yeah, I hate that.
And that's another thing that I would like to see added in VR. Could you do that? That way, because all I have is the mirrors and the radar is cool, but my brain doesn't work fast enough to where I can race, look down at the radar, and look back up.
Right.
Without
I never put my radar on.
Yeah, I look for.
Yeah, I hardly use it.
It is using my side mirrors and hating cars. Yeah.
That's why I like the Lamborghini in VR, the Group 3 Lamborghini. I have such a hard time driving that because there is no rear view mirror. I need to have at least a rear view mirror or the little camera so I could see behind me. Because other than that, because in VR, man, it takes me so long to pick a car for a race if I got to pick one, because if the meta's the Lambo, I got to pick something else because I do not like driving that car because of the no rear view mirror.
Yeah, when the game first came out, or when GT7 first came out, that was one of the hardest cars to drive. It
it was, yeah.
Like that license test. Oh, I don't know how many times I had to redo that.
Yeah.
Or restart.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So, what are your biggest pet peeves about Gran Turismo 7 in general?
I mean, well, first, my apologies if I ever hit anybody off track. My bad for being in VR, but that is one thing is watching all the other streamers complain about people. So let's go with in countries, and as we all know, we're gentlemen, we drive cars. You worry about what's in front of you. You don't drive from behind. Mm-hmm. Like if somebody's trying to pass you, they need to pass you, not you let them by, because I'm in VR and I'm not trying to look for everybody that wants to pass me, because I can't see them until they're in, like, to my right or my left alongside me. And I see a lot of people saying, "Oh man, you got my way, you cut me off," and it's like, well, that's kind of your job to not hit the person in front of you. And I see a lot of drama on the streamers. Can't really name any names, I guess, but they'll...
Oh, yes, you can. You can name any names.
Yeah.
You are allowed to name names here. We don't hold back.
There was a recent video, a week ago, about Key 25 and Michael Groove.
Perfect segue.
Oh, perfect, because, I wanted to talk about this.
Yeah, we want to talk about that, too, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and, Grove thought that that Key... I guess got sideways on purpose, and maybe he did, maybe he didn't, but I've even done that in a race. And then I get knocked off track, and that's the part. I wish they wouldn't be so, if you hit a car, it doesn't kinetically energy times 10.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like if we're having damage, at least let it cushion or something, or... I think it was in Gran Turismo 5 or 6 where we had online lobbies, and I would do the ghosting just because that way you don't get knocked off track. I don't know if that could work, but ghost everybody, because then it would be kind of like a time trial, but there wouldn't be any penalties, but consequences if you try to go around somebody or hit somebody, go through them. That's one thing, but I don't know. I just, wish that they wouldn't bounce so much, because when I try the daily races, it frustrates me. Willow Springs, I did the time trial, but I don't think I entered any races just because of that. It's it's so easy to get pushed off track.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those. It's one of those things. So I am an advocate for full damage. Mm-hmm. And when I say full damage, I mean you can destroy your car. Wheels come off. You can't race anymore. That's my go to the iRacing model when it comes to that.
Okay.
If you can destroy that would stop a lot of dirty drivers. If their car is going to get torn to pieces.
Get people to be more careful, think a little bit more before they make moves.
How about ACC and that, and even iRacing, a spotter in your ear?
Oh,
especially in VR.
That would be great to have the spotter in the ear. That would be amazing.
Or ACC, even in VR, the heads-up radar, where when someone comes to your inside, it pops up in front of you, hey, look, there's the car beside you.
Yeah.
Yeah, something.
Something.
That would be nice for sure. So I watched the Key Groove video. Because that's what Rory calls him. Here he is, Groove. I didn't think Key did anything wrong, and I hate saying that because I don't like Key. But I don't think Key did anything wrong there. I watched it over and over again.
He did go in sideways.
Well, that's what I was going to say. The only thing I could say is he was a little too aggressive in defending that. And what got, it's nothing serious. It's a more racing incident than anything. He broke himself, had to brake really hard, got the car sideways, cut off Groove because he went deep. No big deal. It's just really, honestly, myself as well.
It's up to Groove to avoid him.
Yeah.
And he did, and then unfortunately somebody also hit him from behind because it stopped everybody up.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's. I mean, Key made a mistake. It happens. It wasn't Key's fault. Honestly, that's a racing incident.
Yeah.
I agree with racing incident.
I hate Key.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you listen to any episodes,
Jim was not a fan.
We're not fans of him anymore. I'll be honest, I used to kind of like him because he was the average, streamer. Not like he was good, but he wasn't the elite. But then he got to the point that he wouldn't even race with the top guys. He was whining all the time. I can't win in these lobbies. It's like, no, it's not necessarily about winning. It's about the race. Mm-hmm. And these people that are paying to see you, giving you all this money for your full-time job from your bedroom, want to see you racing. Whether you win or not, they want to see you giving a fight in these lobbies. Yeah. You know what I mean? Instead of just tanking yourself to be in like split 3 so that you win the manufacturer race. Bullshit like that kind of. And then I didn't like the way he went personally with it, like in his family arrangement, his kids and that, the way he talks and yells at them in stream and that. And we've almost said it before, like Rory is like the polar opposite of that, where like his family, his kids, the way he races, everything that like the stream is secondary. You know what I mean? He does everything he can to make it entertaining for everybody, but when his family, like his kid comes in the room, stops, just let's go with the steering wheel. Sorry, whatever happens in his race, he just, hits the wall, crashes, and it just sits there. He doesn't care. You know what I mean? Like, I'm fucking working here, kind of bullshit. And it just, people would have more respect for you and probably watch you if you didn't bitch and whine all the time and yell at your kids and shit like that. Like, he just whines too much.
But some people do love that. Some people love that about Key. Yeah. They do.
And Kira, again, we appreciate you listening to the show.
Yeah, don't be
but stop stealing our ideas. Like, if you want to come on and talk about it, but stop stealing our ideas. We know that you're listening to the show.
Yep. Join us, please.
Because,
join us.
Come on. Because every time we talk about something, suddenly you make a video.
Yeah, within 24 to 48 hours.
Yeah, we're not blind to this.
The same.
Yeah, it's the same. Wow. Yeah, you're taking our ideas and running with it.
Which I love it.
Give us a little bit of credit. Be like, I was listening to the Dumb Guys Do Racing and they brought this up. I thought that it was a great topic. This is what I know because I've got knowledge in this or whatever. Yeah. But give a little bit of credit because I'm going to start posting on all of your videos.
Yeah.
That mention the same exact thing we talk about. I'm going to start posting.
It's funny because it's way more than coincidental now.
Well, it's fun.
I could see after 1 or 2 things like that, but it's just like he's seemingly doing it every single week. He takes some topic from our show and puts a video out.
We made it, boys. We made it. We made it.
So it's just like, if you aren't, come on and talk about it. Like, hey, man, we just have like-minded. Maybe we, clear the air that way. But
he does answer anytime he does answer everything I say.
I think if he came on and we shot the shit with him, I think we'd end up having a good time.
Yeah.
I think we'd have a great time.
And
again,
Coach
he's
Mike
not
he's
not my favorite.
There could be some heated discussions.
So, if I may, I was going to say, if I may, Kareth, I quit. I actually hit do not recommend this channel from him.
Me too.
About it, like a year ago. Him and
we all did.
Okay. Well, hey, I'm in good company here.
Yes.
Him, Kareth, and Key, and what's the other guy? Rory. Just because they bitch and moan too much, they're like, "Oh, we got to talk about Gran Turismo 7," and it's like, do you have anything positive to say about the game?
No.
You know what, Rory
does.
Rory is a little bit different, but I understand exactly what you're saying. That there is too much of that in the like whining about it. There's not enough positivity, but Rory does do some more than the others. That's for sure.
Okay.
So we are hard on Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
We are, because the game can be better.
Yeah.
We've been fans of this game since it came out, because we're all fairly old too.
Okay.
We love the game, and I want PD to make the game better. What's cool about Gran Turismo, and we've talked about this, it's the only game that you can hop on and within a few minutes be racing other people online.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's fun. You don't have to waste, 3 days of constant racing to be able to race online like you do with ACC. You don't have to have a $3,000 computer to race like you need with iRacing.
Okay.
And still have poor graphics. But it's great. But there are some things that they need to improve that are glaring issues with the game. Mm-hmm. And one of those things is cars. Cars that are being released now are the least interesting cars that they can think of. I know I was looking for an electric SUV that you really can't do anything to. I mean, I was so happy when I got, when they brought out the Nissan Versa S, I was just like, man, constant velocity transmission, can't actually do anything to the car to make it better. It's exactly what I was looking for. Those are the things that drive me crazy with, the lack of... I don't like this defense. Well, look what happened with Forza. Yeah, they got all the big cars. They did this. They did that. Yeah, but the game was a crap game. Mm-hmm. Forza was. There was no feel in the car. It felt like you were doing. Your car was never on the track. Never was attached to the track. It was just sort of floating over the top of it. There was no feel to the car at all. It was a bad game. Gran Turismo is a great game that needs those cars. If it had those cars, it would be that much more popular. It would not only that, but if you're going to say, when Gran Turismo 7 came out, Kaz was all about competition and esports, and then that's been thrown away.
Yeah.
They don't talk about competition in esports. They stopped that literally after the game was released. They just shut their mouths up about it. This is a great game. It can be so much better.
Well,
they also don't listen to their audience. Unless
they don't.
They only listen to the audience if it benefits Kaz's image of what the game should be.
Which I think is understandable. Cause, he has an image, but I can agree with the selection of cars. I think there was 1,000, 1,200 in Gran Turismo 5.
There's a lot.
Yes.
So A and then B. If I may gripe, the fuel economy, the R34 with the R92 engine swap is my go-to car for 600, 700, and 800 pp races. The reason why is because of the fuel economy in it. If I use another car that doesn't have a Group 1 or a racing engine, it sucks the fuel in like a lap or two. So A, you have to either short shift, or B, use fuel mapping, and it's to me that doesn't... That not satisfactory, and then some of the cars you can, let's go with the Porsche Carrera GT. That's one of my favorite cars in the game just because it is iconic.
Me too.
The downforce just does not match what the car is supposed to be. It's like 100 and something downforce in the front and 180 or 200 in the rear, I think it should be a lot higher than that, just because it's a race-bred race car, but it doesn't have the downforce to match.
Yeah,
well, look at
Tishney.
Tishney talked about his car. He owned, I don't know if he still does,
370Z.
A 370Z, and when he got the game, he's like, my car handles much better than this.
Yeah. Well, he
just did another video yesterday of it in VR.
Yeah, he did. I noticed that. I have not watched it yet. Have you watched it yet?
Yeah,
I did. I was a little disappointed with Tidgeny. His car's an automatic, so he went from a 10 to a 9. But he's just like, look. He's like, I'm basically looking at my car, the interior, everything is good.
He did
some of the driving, the sound comparison. He said was a little off, but again. In his car, he's revving it to maybe 2,500, 3,000.
Yeah, and he's
where
like
in the game, he's full revving it. It's like, well, then just rev the car like you did in the game.
On that topic, all he had to do for sound comparison from his car and like in real life and thing is to swap it in his garage, right? So when you get into the car, it does that little rev, and that would have been the little rev they match. It would have been perfect,
Mike.
Yeah,
you're right.
But he didn't.
No, he was just like, wop, wop. It's like, it's not close.
So, some characteristics were a little off, but overall, it's pretty much bang on.
And we need to remember what the game was when it started and where it's at now. And I think as far as when it comes to how the cars feel on the track, they feel much better.
Oh.
Gosh, it's probably the best they've felt in a long time. That's one of the things that we have to give credit for, and we do. The bad thing is you got to figure out a penalty system, which means if you remember in sport, at one point they took the penalty system away completely.
Yeah, they did,
and the racing got better. Because those dudes that knew how to smash you off the track with no repercussions suddenly couldn't do that anymore. Because then people could come back at them and smash them off the track. So suddenly they're like, oh, I can't do this and get away with it. So they stopped doing it. Other than, Luis D'Annunzio and a couple of the other dudes.
Yeah,
your Kimi Volancinis or whatever. But a lot of them stopped doing it because they couldn't get away with it anymore.
Yeah,
people would take those guys out, so they stopped. So either they need to go ultra strict, and when I say that, I mean if you run into the car in front of you and cause damage, you get a 10-second penalty. And it doesn't matter if you run into the car in front of you, you get a penalty. I think you make the penalty so egregious that you touch a car and you're getting a penalty, people are going to stop doing that.
I think that we've talked before. I think we do the Assetto Corsa fucking SR system where you lose SR for every contact. So as a person you hit, unfortunately, but it makes people give each other room. And when you lose your SR, you have to race offline to get it back when you lose your privilege. If your SR drops, it's hard to keep it up sometimes, you got to race offline against the AI cleanly to gain it back.
You do.
You know what I mean?
You do.
And have the same thing. If you have all these races you're adding, you got Sophie. Make it that you have to race clean Sophie races to get your SR back. You know what I mean? Have strict penalties. Yeah. Penalties for contact and SR drops. So it makes everybody fucking have to be, like, if you have to go and race a day or two offline because you got into a fight with somebody and you lost all your SR and you have to be at a certain level, and the ACC, I think you have to have like 60 or something like that, SR minimum, and every contact is -4 points. So if you even if you get up to 80 and you get into a fight with it and you're in safe zone kind of thing, it goes to 100 obviously kind of thing. But a lot of people are in the 80, 90. You get bumped a couple times in one race, you could be offline for a day trying to get it back because it's hard to get back. It is not easy to get it back. It takes a couple days to even get to 50. When you're offline, you have to do all the shit offline, just kind of like Gran Turismo to open it up, but you have to get your SR and your DR up, racing clean races against the AI, regardless of how easy it might be, to get your points. So
I think what's wild too is with Gran Turismo, your safety points, they go down pretty quickly, but they go up faster
real
than they
fast.
go down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They do.
They go. That shouldn't be happening. I think that I don't
exactly
like.
that.
That's why I agree with you. Is DR is impossible.
Yeah.
I race in a lobby with a bunch of high level guys, and I come in ninth, and I get my points, and it's like 2 points.
Yeah.
But if I'm in 10th place, I lose like 50 points.
Yeah.
Like, you got to start making things not necessarily easier, but you got to make things a little bit more equal when it comes to losing. Yeah, I think the problem too is you should be getting points for cars you passed cleanly. I think that would help with people's driving also. If you got more points for more cars you passed and you passed them cleanly, you didn't touch them, you didn't run into them.
Because I like to race from the back. I don't set a time. I'll still get like a 5th or a 4th, and I'll lose DR. And I know the lobby maybe is stacked or whatever, but it's like I went up 12 spots or whatever, and I'm still losing DR. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
No. You lose DR because you raced from the back and came in 5th place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Out of 16 cars, you passed how many cars?
A sprinkle of B's in there, A's and A+.
Correct.
So the B's is what fuck you.
Yeah.
It's dumb.
Yeah, I don't
think
how they do that. But because I raced Plaka a couple of times in my B account, and he won both races. But I know that he probably either gained like 1 point of DR or lost in those. I didn't really pay attention. I was like in those lobbies. I'm like in and out. I don't stick around to look at anybody's times or even talk shit to anybody. I'm like in and out of those lobbies.
Yep.
So it's like, did he gain any points? If he did, they were negligible. And me, because I'm racing in a B lobby, I gained a shit ton of points. So the next race, I have to bag it and like stop the race early so I don't gain too many points because I'm trying to just stay in that B lobby range. So I can go in and have a good time because I found out that I can have more fun in a B lobby than I can in an A lobby because the people in the A lobby are so desperate they just smash off track. I have the worst races in mid A to low A plus is like filled with the worst drivers now. It used to be BS. It used to be BS drivers were the scary ones. Now it's the mid A to low A plus drivers that are the scary ones that are just willing to smash you off track. And the reason that is because of how they've set up the points. Everybody's desperate for points.
Yep. Desperate.
So I can agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that because that's what keeps me. I mostly do custom Sophie races now. Now that Sophie has been implemented, and I'll be in my Group 2 car racing Group 1 cars for Sophie, which is great fun. If you go to, for instance, a lot of my past streams recently have been me in a Group 2 car on the Nürburgring, Nordschleife, and the 24-hour circuit, right? And I'll set it up for 3 laps. Now, granted, I have to add NOS and everything, but that's with there's a group, the Lexus GT500 08 with V8 in it or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Now that car and the GTR, the F1 GTR Longtail, you have to add NOS on that, and you have to use it on the straightaway, or else they'll walk by. That's a great challenge, though. I'll tell you that. To try to pass a Group 1 car in a Group 2.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that is the most fun I've had. So I kind of stick to that lately.
Okay.
Now that they have fixed, up until 2 or 3 months ago, I don't know if you guys ever did a custom race or whatever. Mm-hmm. But in sport, I would do the same thing, kind of. Sport was a little different because you didn't have VR, and it was a little more difficult. But you could. So the normal is 20 meters in between cars, right? The interval.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and you can make it up to 50. And in sport, you could do that. But when Gran Turismo came out up until a couple months ago, you could either start 20 meters between cars, which was kind of cool, but you bunched up in turn one, so it wasn't fun. So what I'd like to do is back it up as far as you can, make it as wide as possible.
Yeah.
But the default was, if you changed it anything from 20, either way, it would automatically default it to 15, which is almost like bumper to bumper. So that I hadn't been able to do that ever since, but now that they changed it, it is great. I recommend it. Do group 3, like, do that?
Yeah, I do the custom races.
Mike does it at the ring
per hour at nighttime. I
Yeah.
do nighttime, and then I give Sophie a 2-minute head start.
Oh, wow.
And I try to catch them.
I didn't know you could do that, a 2-minute head start.
Oh, you just stop. When the race starts, you just pull over, you stop, put the brakes, you start in the back,
Okay.
you put the e-brake on, wait, your tires get cold, which is another thing. And I put tire wear and fuel on, and it's a 5-lap race, and I'm going to have to pit. And I got to push the car and basically got to run perfect to catch up, and it takes over a lap to catch them in the back of the pack, and they're spread out by that point. You do see them usually if you're driving good at night at the Dottenhurst Straight, because you can see the lights way, way, way off in the distance going up over the hill. It's just like, all right, I'm slowly getting there. But yeah, it's a very good challenge, because you still have to drive fast, but at nighttime there's you lose half your indication and markers and shit. So you really need to know the track.
Wow.
And the flow, and in VR it's just amazing. So
I'll have to try that. At night. Are you in group 1, or do you
group 3s? Just group 3s.
Group 3s, okay.
Yeah.
And then I've also done the group 3 versus group 2, where I'm in a group 3 car, and I think I've done the BRZ, since it's the closest I guess you could get to a GT500 car.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good challenge, and I've also done it on other slower cars. And the cool thing is I know it might, whatever the ego, if ego gets in the way, they'll, like the Sophie cars, they don't go as fast as they could, which is cool because it helps you catch them. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if like the group 2 versus group 1, I've noticed, say I'm in a slower car, they won't go as fast in the corners because they obviously have a lot more downforce than we do. But that's why I put the NOS on, is because I'm NOSing it the whole way down that straight just to keep up with them. Now the cool part is they select like the group C's and the VGTs, and the hardest one that I've noticed in group 1, or the fastest one that Sophie uses, is the new Genesis.
Yeah, that 1,500 horsepower or whatever. That thing is fast.
Yeah, it's hard to catch. Because my Group 2 car with NOS, I can reach 220 or something like that, and that's the top speed of that car. So it's definitely making you push your limits.
That is a great thing about this game, where you can do custom races like that. And,
especially on the classic
so there's a little
ones.
bit for everyone.
I do Spa sometimes as well. Spa and Nürburgring are my 2 favorite to do custom races on.
Yeah, I wish they would bump up the. I really wish they would bump up the Sophie aggressiveness and.
Well, you should have the option. Do you want it at 100%? Right. Like if you were racing,
there you go.
15 max Verstappens.
Yeah, ACC does that. Your AI can be set to 0 to 100 on ACC, and at 100, it's tough as nails.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Super hard.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I run AI and I play ACC at like 92, 93%.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
If anything higher than that, I can barely keep up.
It's fucking hard.
And that gives me a challenge. I'm not winning every race by any means.
Fuck no.
I'm having a hard time. So do something like that.
Yeah, I think F1 does the same thing too. They have that same where you can turn the AI all the way up or whatever level you're at.
Yeah, David was saying when you do those customs, if you set the boost to weak, it helps Sophie be a little bit quicker. when you get ahead.
Yeah, but it's just kind of a little bit quicker, but it just doesn't change their aggressive or style.
Right.
Like, so it's still. I tried it. It's still the same Sophie, just a little bit extra slipstream, basically deployed behind you and whatnot. So, and it's a little hard to catch up to them and pass them at times, but it's still just the exact thing. You just gotta. It just makes you drive faster. You don't have to really be, say, smarter in your techniques or anything, because you can still, they're going to brake here still. The braking zones are pretty much the same with or without the boost. So it's just like that straight line kind of speed that really, so it's the difficulty level needs to be changed, not the fucking stupid
Well, it's
boost.
wild, like when the regular AI or even Sophie AI goes into a braking zone, they brake so early and so hard to where they're like crawling through the corner. I just don't understand that.
Well, sometimes they brake mid-corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing about Sophie, though, is Sophie is like at least aware that you're fucking there.
Right.
Yeah. Whereas the regular AI,
they
act like you're not there. If you pass them, they pit you because they just drive through you like you're not there.
Predetermined route.
Exactly. Like where Sophie adjusts. If you get on their inside, they're like, "Oh shit," and or their outside, they slow down and stay tight. Whereas the AI regular will just run you wide like you're not there, or turn into you and shit like that. It's like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, because if you retry it time after time and you watch them, they do the same exact move with the regular AI every fucking time. It's wild.
And where are their penalties?
Yeah,
AI should be getting penalties too.
Yeah, no shit. No shit.
And that's the other thing. There's no ghosting in those races, so when you spin out, it fucking the AI just keeps driving through you and hit you.
Yeah.
It's just like, when you fucking Sophie stops.
Yeah.
Like actually, if you spin out and get in the way of Sophie stops, slows down, like whoa shit, like a regular driver.
Yep.
That's one thing that's actually nice about that. The AI just needs difficulty levels. They have brain function there of driving. So.
I wonder if they'll ever have Sophie get to the point to where it's running the penalty system, where Sophie's doing that for the races, for the online races and stuff. I wonder if
with the PlayStation 6 capabilities, I hope so. And I hope GTA isn't a crossover between PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 6.
I don't think it. I am hoping it.
They've already said. They've already hinted that it won't be. It'll be a 6 exclusive.
Good, because you'll be able to play 7 on the 6 and use VR probably. So if you can't, but yeah, dude, I hope not, because that ruined 7.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest holdbacks of 7 is that cross-platformness.
COVID fucked all that up, though. I think if we wouldn't have had COVID and all the chip shortages and all that bullshit going on, they would have just said, okay, keep it just exclusive for 5. But since we had the problem, they couldn't make as many PS5s. They're like, fuck, we need to make this because no one's going to be able to get this thing.
Because if you watch the Tisney did a video on the time trial in the Sylvia, and he mentions it a couple times in the video. He goes, if you're on PlayStation 4, you're probably not going to have this piece of grass over here.
Yeah, this marker.
Kind of shit like that. The game is different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it is different. And, you know what I mean? So it sucks. You know what I mean? And the fact that they had to actually do that and change the name so that it could be run differently and still work held the game back.
Mm-hmm.
It really did. But we still love it.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, all of the stuff that we talk about is we want the game to be better.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know the capability and the potential.
Oh, especially in VR. Oh,
yeah.
VR is just
new hypercars.
The best.
It is. And that's the other thing. That's what gives us all hope, is we know what it can be capable of. And then the other spot is, like, you look at other games in VR and that, a lot of people even say that it might not be the greatest game in general compared to some other Sims, but the VR is by far some of the best in any racing genre. It is one of the best things to experience.
That's what I was going to say is when you asked me what pros and cons, that is a big pro. Is somebody mentioned that it's so $500 for a PS5, $500 for the VR, and then whatever setup you want to spend for the. But it's all plug and play. There's no.
It is.
For the most part, and I think that is the best. One of the best things about it is you just plug and play. Like the VR, I just plugged it in and then lined up my eyes and made it where the eye tracking.
Yep.
Yeah. Like now, other ones, you have to have sensors set up in the room to track the headset and stuff like that. It's just like, do you have clear line of sight and stuff? It's like it's a lot more difficulty of setup, and more expensive because it's got to be on a $3,000, $4,000 computer and shit like that. And then another $1,000 plus $2,000 for the VR setup.
Yeah.
It's the plug and play experience and the cost efficiency is just because you don't have to go full out. But you could still go, for example, Logitech, cheap stand, PlayStation 5, VR, and still be under $2,000.
Yep.
Yeah.
Be fully immersed.
Yeah, it's the only way to drive.
GT8. Oh,
only way to
drive.
I don't drive anything else. I used to drive all kinds of race car games.
Yep.
I will not do any flat screen.
Nope. Fuck no.
I haven't touched ACC since I got VR. I don't think I've ever. It's so
hard. Yeah, to go back, I tried, and it was fun, but not as fun. Because you just don't feel. You don't feel there. You're not immersed in your surroundings.
I can't imagine. I cannot imagine going away from VR back to the flat screen.
Yeah,
and I don't understand some of these streamers that's all they do is flat screen.
And they have VR. And they have VR.
And they have VR. Yeah.
It fucking blows my mind.
Rory has it.
Viking Gamer. Gamer's got it, and he doesn't even use it.
I think Tijani is slowly playing VR more and more because he even said in his comparison video he did on Saturday. But I don't know how they go back to flat screen.
Yeah. Tisney mentioned even in that time trial video, he's just like, and he does VR, all the things that he does do now. Mm-hmm. He does lap guides and things for all these VR time trials and dailies and stuff, and he even puts the VR sector in now.
Oh,
because he's slowly realizing how good it is. And he even mentions in the last time trial there with the Sylvies, like, you can turn and you can look through. This is brilliant. Mm-hmm. You can actually see where you're going. It's so much easier to line. His VR time was faster, almost as fast as normal time on the top 10 for the time trial. Yeah. Like, he's getting really fast in that. The more he does it, and he's realizing this is phenomenal because you can see everything. You really can. Yeah, you do have limitations, obviously, from like behind, depending on cars, but to be able to drive, look through the corners and drive where you want, like to see where you want to go, the car just pulls. You know what I mean? There's so much more car control because you can see where you're going. The ability to come around. I go sliding through a corner sometimes. I just keep my eyes focused on where I want the car to go, sliding or not, and the car, my hands just follow me, like my eyes, okay, get it to go there. It just does. Where on flat screen, I remember it was so hard. The car started sliding. I was usually crashing all the time. Because you can't see where the fuck you want to go. It's around there somewhere with I'm going off because again, what's happening is your eyes, the car's going where you're looking, and you can only look to so far. So it's just going to go where you're looking on, even on flat screen.
Yeah.
So, and their fucking cockpit sucks.
Oh, big time, big time.
Because it's the same thing. I mean, you just see the steering wheel and the dash, but you still can't look left or right. But and some of the cars, so one of my pet peeve for the Lamborghini VGT, that one sucks in VR because you're locked in spot. If you move or anything like that, then it goes out of view. Mm-hmm. I don't know if anybody else has that problem,
the Super Formula. You move just slightly out of your cockpit range and you're getting the black, green lines.
Yeah, that one, and then the vision out of the Citroen. You can't really see shit.
I don't think I've driven that one.
I get mad that the BMW Vision car that they have,
there's no dash?
Dude, you're on top of the roof.
Car, yeah.
I think on the Infinity they do that.
The Peugeot
Vision.
Also.
I hate
the Peugeot VGT.
Yeah, they put you on top of the car. On the roof.
Don't let me select that car if I can't be inside of it. If you don't have a cockpit for it, just don't let me select it. Shit.
Yeah,
exactly. On the roof.
I don't want it.
Yeah, like the cockpit cams, like in game. That's what I mean. Like if you look at some of those, they're so bad. But the VR is bad enough in certain cars. Like look at some of the Group 1 hypercars. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's so narrow looking out. You got the front fenders sticking up. Like it's hard to see those cars in VR alone, even with all the cameras and shit they have. Imagine with a flat screen lock-in through the dash cam like that. Like you had no vision at all.
None. Not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. VR.
But VR.
All right, guys.
VR's. And I'm starting to see a lot more people racing in VR. Oh, I missed that time.
Yeah, me too.
Hit it again.
I was going to say, on that bombshell, everybody.
Woo! We's out of here for today, everyone.
Thanks, Toby, for joining us.
We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. It was great.
Yeah, it was good
to
times. Good
guys,
times.
go check him out at Toebeeone.
Toebeeone Kenobi.
On the YouTubes.
That's right.
Yeah.
On the YouTubes. You got any streaming? Get them up to 100 plus subscribers, please. That'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Do it for a hobby, but I like to spread the joy of VR.
That's right.
Exactly.
That is right, because it is the way of the future. That is for sure. So.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yep. Good times.
Everybody go check out
They'll have it at the World Championships.
Yep.
Don't forget NRL. That's going to be happening soon. We are sponsors
this fall.
So,
yeah, McNaughty should be joining
lobby
us
racing.
Once it gets closer to that time. He'll join us on the pod.
Yeah.
We got our 3-year anniversary coming up.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
3-year anniversary coming up. And then Sean and I going to LA.
Woo! Let's go. Can't wait.
For the Gran Turismo World Series race in LA. So
that's going to be awesome.
If anybody's going to be there, let us know.
Yep. Check out PDX Sim on the YouTubes. I'll be filming that. So that'll be a good time. That will be a good time. Can't wait.
All right, boys. Have a wonderful day.
That's right. We'll see you next
and
Monday.
Good week of racing.
See you.
Thanks a lot.
Bye.